Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are doing a crafty haul and I'm showing you two subscriptions that I also have. One you've seen and one you haven't. So of course I do my cherry on top first. So I placed an order and there was some recent releases from Dina Wakley, Disillusions with Diane Reevely, and Tim Holtz. So Diana Reevely recently came out with Intense Color Cakes and Sticks. This is a new to me product. We will have a, first impressions kind of play with them soon enough. But as I understand it from her reveal, is that these are almost like, if you're familiar with the art supply Inktense pencils, these are ink in a crayon form and like almost having like a watercolor palette. So Diane will use these to like draw and mark with, and then water activate them. And then she takes a brush and she'll just with water activate some of that and get ink on the page. So I love having both. So the colors that are here are also here, and we will have a play with these soon enough. And just the packaging too. This is so cute. If you know her, she has these very thick black eyewear that she has too. So it just looks like her and it's just so adorable. Then recently, Tim added alcohol neons to his alcohol ink line. And you know me and a good neon. I mean, when Dina Wakley came out with her neon paints, bought those. She came out with neon scribble sticks, got those. Here we are with ink, alcohol ink, got those. So the whole set, I just picked up the whole set. You can buy them a la carte, but that's an option for you too. This is an odd one, Easy Squeeze applicator bottles. I got these simply to have smaller decanted glue jars on my desk. I have these little ones, and these little ones work better. The tip is very fine for glues that I have a little bit more viscosity. So for instance, this one is that Fabri-Tac, which is very thick like molasses, and this tip is just way too thin for it. So I'm trying these out simply for that kind of thing. I got the tiniest little art journal, and it came with this little like plastic emblem. It's 4x4. It's the tiniest little one ever, but a design team member had done a whole little book like this filled with art by Marlena's kind of style, and I just loved it. And I have a lot of art by Marlena too, so I was just like, let me get the littlest. I mean, look how tiny this is, little art book to do little projects in. So that is why I got this one. So art by Marlene is this yet lady right here. She is really fun. You've seen me haul other stamps, other dies. And recently, if I can grab it quick, I had picked up this whole book of her papers, and all of these are punch out die elements that you can punch out, and I haven't used any yet, so that's why I also got that, because I was like, oh, a little like personal book for all of my Art by Marlene art projects. So then I also got a background stamp that is this design, a little bit of a doodle floral motif, so I was like, yes, very cute. And then Dina Wakley's recent release included the Scribbly Bears and this alpha stencil. So I added those to cart. She also came out with another stamp set that had like a square motif, which I liked, but I wasn't like dying to have it. But the Scribbly Bears was really cute. And she also came out with, what was else in this release? There was a few other things, but I passed on these, and these were my two favorites, so I definitely picked up those. This is a cool background peel apart rubber stamp from Simon Hurley. I don't have too many of his, but when he has a good flower, and if you can see the two big flowers can come off. So like if you do the whole background in like a green motif, you can stamp the flower separately, like a pink and a purple or something, and make, in his case, these are all meant for cards, but I thought for me and my art journal pages, that could be cool. And actually this one too. So Distressed Texture Paste. I have the opaque, I have sparkle, I have grit, and I have snowfall or snowball. I didn't have translucent. And the other day on one of Tim's lives, he was playing with this, and I was like, oh, do I have that? And I went to go grab it, and I don't. So I added it to my cart now. So now I have translucent. And then these were new to the shop. Lou Mania by Chow Bella. So I got two Chow Bella products. Meaningful Memories Mixed Media book. This was the whole junk journal, collage, scrapbooking, card making, mixed media, and paper craft arts. This was the black and white set. She came out with a few, there was a few sets from this line. And so this is just all black and white paper to use for collage. And some of them have big images like that one, which I freaking love. But look, I mean, it just papers to tear up and add as backgrounds. This is 8 and 8. Does it say what it is? 8 by 11. I want to say it says 8.4. I think that's usually 8.5 by 11. So look how beautiful that one is too with the ballerina. So yeah, I just really thought for mixed media and layering, this one's gorgeous too. You know, to cut it up and have it as background and collage papers. It is a little bit thicker than like a collage paper from like Tim Holtz. That's like more of a tissue consistency. This is a little bit thicker than that. But a little, still, I don't want to say it's copy paper. It's a little bit thicker than normal, just copy paper. So I'm intrigued to play. This was definitely a mixed media kind of haul. Just happened to be this way. Don't get me wrong. Like, of course, I want to play with the scrapbooking collections. But this one just turned out to be very mixed media. And then I got the junk journal and ephemera book. So if you recall, I had earlier, oh, and now things are falling out. No, have gotten this one, the junk journal, the Wonderlist collection. I've done a few videos doing that with this one. And so in the same fashion and esque of this book, if you don't recall this one. So it has the scrapbooking paper and then things to cut up and some sticker paper. The way this one goes is the way this is. So this one's Wonderlist. That's the theme. And this one is called Summer Days. And so this one obviously is a very beachy, fun theme. This one's on the sticker paper. This one's on regular paper. So you can cut them out and make your own collages as well. So it was definitely like, oh, there's a summer one. And they had one too. I was torn between this one and they had one called like Happy Critters, and they were like, you know, little country mice and little country little rabbits in little outfits like from Little House on the Prairie. Adorable, right? But I was like, which one am I gonna, you know, kind of reach for more? And I thought the Summer Days. So that's why I picked up these two. From Amazon for my collaging and junk journaling, even though I don't share much of it here on my YouTube channel because I'm still like in that experimenting stage. I know I hauled a while ago other Collage Soup books. This one happens to be a square, which is different because the other ones are usually like normal magazine size. So Bloomed and Bemused. And so remember with Collage Soup, these are simply meant to cut out elements or use the whole element and use in your collage work. And this one had a mix of faces and florals and just bright colors. Like, look how cool to cut that up, but then I would lose that. So definitely have to decide on side A or B, but for having some more faces and more florals, look how cute she is. I was like, yes. And don't get me wrong, the Collage Soup offers them as ebooks, so then you can print a page as you need it, which does sound good, but to me, I'm also like, why would I now thumb through the whole file of all of these, right? Like, look how cool that is. And then waste time deciding which ones to print when I would pretty much want the book printed. Look, her face is a clock. Anyway, so I was just like, you know what? And then I tried to think too. I was like, let me see how much it would be because I do like the laser print off at Office Depot, but I was like, no. And then I was like, let me try a few on printing the printables on mine. I think I just need different paper. Look, you get a sheet of eyes. So, look at the little girl too. Really cool. Really cool. So, like I said, meant to cut out and collage. That's where I got it for. My subscription for Altenew came in. So, remember, I think I mentioned last week that I am obsessed with these layering die sets that make Create a Flower. They have a subscription just for the layering flower kit. And I subscribed to this. This is my second one. And this one is the Gladiolus. And so that is the flower we'll be making next. And then a long explanation. So I decided, this is my second box and I haven't even finished the first box, but so you can get an overall theme for the kit. So Miss Quilty is a sewing subscription box. It is $34.95, I think, a month, or maybe $30.95, something like that. It's 34, 32 something. And in here, you get your instruction book. You get all the fabrics, which are fat quarters for your projects. I don't know what this is. And then you usually get some sort of sewing helping tool. And the first box, I did get my, like a clear square, like ruler. And what else came in the other box? Something else. So it looks like I have like some sort of like bone folder and some fabric friction light marking pencils. So it's fun. The box comes with your instructions, and in this one, every box, because I know from the first one too, you make a block of the month. So it's a fabric square, and it teaches you like simple line. You can see it's like straight stitching lines, and then you get other projects to make with the rest of the fabrics, and obviously it's all included. So in this one, we're making bookmarks, so regular bookmarks and the little corner ones. We're making a book sleeve too, which I have done in the past, and then a reading pillow. And I just thought that was so cool that it gives you, and each instructions comes also with a scannable motion where you can now go see the tutorial, so someone is making it with you. And I did want to see, those are the bookmarks. I did want to get into sewing more because I have this machine sitting in my room forever. And so yeah, these are the instructions, and as you can see, it's very detailed, and you can see what you're doing, and it tells you exactly how you're cutting it. And there's tutorials, because I did watch the tutorials there. I just never sewed it still. Oh, the pillow is cute. You can even put your book in it. So in order to get semi-good at sewing and not let it sit there and collect dust, I had gotten this subscription box. And granted, as you heard me, I already had one box and I didn't do the projects, and this is already my second box, and I was like, holy moly, let me also show it off. But let me show you also then the first box if I can find it quickly. This was my first box. I did find it quickly, and see, this is what it came with. So the sewing little thing, and then I think these were meant to hold the fabric as a roll up once you were done. And the motif last month was all of these blue ones. And then in the instructions, I'll show you what I mean about the quilting corner. Okay, so yeah. So it always comes with a quilting block. And I think in the end, it's supposed to be like, so we sew them all together. We made a colorful pot holder. There's supposed to be a placemat and then a lunch bag. Yeah, I didn't make any of these yet. But you know what's funny is because I got it, like I said, with the intention. And then now that my daughter's gone, I was like, oh, I can finally work on these. So hopefully, if you know what I mean, my daughter's on vacation with her grandparents, and she's still gone for like 2.5 more weeks. So if I can start working on these, that would be great. Oh, and see, I think this one I needed to buy a zipper, so I can't make the lunchbox bag yet. But the intention was there to have the learn how to sew, you know, products and instructions, so that I'm not completely clueless. But that was why I have these two. So I will leave the link down below. This is Miss Quilty subscription I'm trying, and you can skip. So I'm definitely going to skip a month just so I can get caught up. Hopefully I don't need to skip 2 months. So that's my haul for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. It always helps my channel grow. And until next time, everyone, bye.